Oops. Up off that. Wait a minute, community. Wait a minute. Hit the Tyson bell. Up off that. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz the Adult. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Spider-Man, what's going on with you? Sully. What's going on with you? Who else we got? Jose. Whoops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. Hit the Tyson bell. Hey, look, happy Monday to everybody out there. I had a great weekend kicking it with Black Sun. I have a little story to tell you this morning. Oh, and happy birthday to Black Sun and my boy it was their birthday weekend. Ridiculous weekend. Definitely ridiculous weekend. But we made it through it. Hit the Tyson bell. Little story. Ms. Biz this morning. All right. Walked into the room, and I mean flat out gorgeous. Baby, you were flat out gorgeous. Okay. I mean, I look like shit. I got eye booger sugar. No, I got eye booger all down the eye. That white stuff in the corner of the mouth. My breath funky as hell. I'm just come in the room after her shower or whatever. Well, come into the room area because we got the master bedroom. Come sit by the bed. I look at her. I said, You're beautiful. I said, she said, oh. I said, girl, you're a knockout. I looked dead at her ass. Dead at her. I said, girl, you're a knockout. She looked at me and she said, why everything gotta be about damn boxing? Wait a minute, community. Can you leave boxing alone for a second? You want me to jab that later? It's really a shame. I've been consumed. Hit the Tyson bell. All right, man, look, we have a lot to talk about today. Manny Pacquiao, really Freddie Roach, exposed their approach, their game plan to Errol the True Spence. That's the Black Two Sugars. And it sounds good. That's the thing. I heard their game plan and I was like, well, hey, community, I heard their game plan. I was like, yeah, that's about right. Made it look like he could win this thing. Also, we got to talk about Terrence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Sean Porter. That's going to be in November, not October. And it's not going to be on the same card, which I wanted it to be. Tyson Gypsy King Fury versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. No, it's going to be its own thing. And Bob Arum, he says that he thinks it's a pay-per-view fight. Certainly, we'll talk about that. Hit the Tyson bell. The Juggernaut, Joyce. The Juggernaut. Hold on real quick. The Juggernaut, Joyce. Do y'all see the fight? Carlos Takam, Joyce. Joyce stops Carlos Takam in 6. The Juggernaut. Did you guys see how he stepped into the ring? How he walked in? Hey. Looking like the Juggernaut. Let me see what we gotta say. If Miss Boxing TV ShowBizz made easy, my man. Yo, he came walking in. You see his Juggernaut costume, and it wasn't too heavy. we got to talk about the juggernaut Joe Joyce. It looks like he wants Luis Ortiz. That can actually happen. You know, the juggernaut Joe Joyce is not in the top 10 heavyweights in the world. He's not. Luis Ortiz still is. That'd be a good way to get him into the top 10, beating Luis Ortiz. We'll talk about that. Hold on real quick. My shoulders are killing me. Oh, also, Anthony AJ Joshua versus Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk is going to have his legendary trainer back with him, Papachenko. Lomachenko's father is going to be back, is back with him in this training camp. Does that make a difference? I think so, and that's the Black Two Sugars. Let's hear what you all got to say so far. My outfit was heavy though. Biz, it's my birthday today. Can you say egg weight form? Please, it'll make my day. Darth Vader. And that's the egg shaped form. Look, happy birthday to you, brother. Happy birthday to you. Okay? Look, listen. Life is a luxury. Every day you're surviving, you're winning. Congratulations, man. Hit the Tyson bell. That's why we celebrate your birthday. Also, we do have a ShowBizz advice for later on. So let's talk. Luke, I am your father. Happy birthday to you, brother. Let's see what we have to say. Miracle. Let's see. I'm a young man, only 26. Yeah, you young, brother. I just watched Four Kings. Yeah, man, it was different back. I believe you know. Absolutely. It was different back then. It was different back then. And we can make our way back to that. We can make our way back to that, especially with this community and this channel and how we're talking. You know, it's resonating. Hey, look, community, it's resonating. Our way of thinking, how we approach the boxing world, making boxing the #1 sport in the world. We're doing that. Hit the Tyson bell. Not to toot our own horns here, but we're doing that. It's resonating. Look, there's other media outlets that's starting to sound like us with the whole undefeated thing, doing the whole thing. We're making our way, okay? We're making our way to help positively impact the sport, and that's all we want. So let's talk. Manny Pacquiao. No, first let's talk about Joe Joyce. Hold on real quick. ShowBizz, a better way to box and television, my man. Let's talk about Joe Joyce real quick. When I look at Joe Joyce, happy birthday. There you go. Party on, Darth. You got that right. When I look at Joe Joyce, you know who he reminds me of? And I know what y'all going to say. And it's a very good comparison. But you know who Joe Joyce reminds me of? And I'm not saying he's as good as this legendary fighter, but he reminds me of a fighter. Okay, from back when. Let me see what you all got to say. I knew it. I knew y'all were going to say Foreman. And that's a great comparison. It's a great comparison because I'm going to tell you why it's a great comparison. But it's not Foreman. But I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why that's a great comparison. An excellent comparison. No. I'm going to tell you who he reminds me of, bro. He's not as good as this guy. All right? He's definitely not as good as Foreman. All right? But he reminds me. Not the Brown Bomber either. Joe Louis. He reminds me of Sonny Liston. Hey, watch. And the reason why George Foreman is a good comparison, because we all know George Foreman was Sonny Liston's sparring partner. If you guys don't know that. Sonny Liston, he little brother George Foreman, right? He taught George Foreman a lot of things. Oh, yes. Doesn't he? Look at how he stepped forward into that jab. That jab punishes you. Look how he walks you down, how he looks. He kind of reminds me of Sonny. Sonny, hell no. He does. Liston, he a bit slower. I'm not saying he is him as fast, same quick twitch, same height, same reach, same skin complexion, same. No, I'm just saying he reminds me of the mold. Not saying he's as fast or as, I'm just saying if you look at the way, how he go about things, how he punishes you with that jab, how he has his head on an island a bit. What he does, jab and then hook to the body. Jab, keep the jab out there, push your guard down. He'll jab you, put your arm down. That right hand comes right after the jab. He'll hook around your guard. He reminds me of Sonny Liston a little bit. Not that he is as great as him, that he's just like him. It's just that when I watch him, just like how everybody not as intimidating. No, didn't say that he worked for the mob. Didn't say he was as scary. I'm talking about boxing wise. Look at tape of Sonny Liston. Look at tape of Joyce. They're not the same, but you can see the similarities. You can see the similarity. That's why everybody said Foreman. Actually, Foreman reminds you of Sonny Liston. Right? Foreman reminds you of Sonny Liston, but not as effective. No, he's not as good as Sonny. Let me say this one last time. He's not as great as Sonny, not as effective, not as good as Sonny, not even close. It's so hard. It is so hard to say somebody reminds you of somebody else, because that for them reminds me they have to be exactly like him. As great as Sonny. Like, brother, I said that before he's not as great. He's not as legendary. He's not. You just reminded me. I was wondering, can you talk about the life of Sonny Liston in a future live stream? I learned that he has some mafia troubles. Would love to learn some boxing history from you. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was great. Sonny Liston, one of the greatest fighters ever. All right. Let's move on, because people are going to, hey, he doesn't have the same fade as Sonny Liston. It's going to be like, all right. So listen, let's move on. Real quick, Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Look, and then we're gonna talk about Manny Pacquiao and maybe kind of reroute our way back around. Anthony Joshua versus Usyk. Usyk having Papachenko back in his corner. You guys think that makes a big difference? You guys think that makes a big difference? ShowBizz is what up, homie? Yes, yeah. Yes, drastically. Man, of course. Follow him. Hey, I love that part. When he tapped my man on the chest, follow him. And then he shot him in the leg and he fell in the water. Bay was my guy. All right. Absolutely. Yes, for sure. Yes, it does. It does. If you look, let me tell you something about Usyk. AJ still working with Floyd? Absolutely. I don't know if Floyd is physically there. But he is, yeah. Remember how Usyk used to fight, like as a cruiserweight when the Olympics, or as a cruiserweight when he was Gassiev, that's how you say his name, when he was fighting for Undisputed. Remember how he used to fight? I remember saying, man, this is before I knew Papachenko. I was like, he fights like a big Lomachenko. No, this is the heavyweight division. Well, hear me out, because that's not a good explanation. Trainers don't matter. Why? Because this is a different division. Like, what? So listen. I used to say he fights like a big Lomachenko, man. He was more special. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Remember that, Tiz? He was more special before. If you look at him as a cruiserweight, and you look at him against Witherspoon, which he still looked fantastic, but he didn't fight with the angles against Chisora to me. Not with the angles, still with the speed, the combinations, but not with the angles. You can tell he was getting further and further away from Papachenko. That's basically what he is. Absolutely. There was a minute with how he moved and everything. He was completely phenomenal. Hit the Tyson bell. Usyk was phenomenal. Everybody, please hit the like button. There's 500 people in here. I didn't think it was going to be this special of a live stream this morning. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate every last one of you. Please hit the like button. We can get 600 people in here. Facts are in the bank. Worried about the big punch. Yeah, he was worried about the big punch. But Usyk's not a big puncher himself. I'm saying, and AJ doesn't have the best chin in the world. Look, AJ, let me play devil's advocate. Especially robotic AJ. AJ doesn't like fast hands. Have you noticed that? AJ doesn't like fast hands. Case in point, Andy Ruiz. Joseph Parker, right? When he fight a fighter with fast hands, he doesn't like it. Have you noticed how he want to stay away? If he fights a fighter with, he doesn't like it, Usyk is going to give him those troubles. That's true. Absolutely. He always fights a boring fight against a fighter with fast hands. The Andy Ruiz knocked him out. All right. That's what he gets for running in there with a fighter with fast hands. After that, though, learning his lesson, just like he did, what he did against Andy Ruiz is kind of what he did with Joseph Parker. He jabbed and circled. He jabbed, held, circled. Right? It's always a boring fight. This can be another one, especially with Papachenko and Usyk's corner. You need a Bane mask. Absolutely. AJ's sparring partner said AJ is going to break him down and finish him around the 11th and 12th round. Peace be, is always good energy. Absolutely. And you guys, these are all facts. Yeah, this coming from a guy who just said last week that Anthony AJ Joshua is the best heavyweight in the world. Didn't I? But the best heavyweight in the world doesn't mean that you beat everybody easily, right? What he's doing right now against Usyk demonstrates that he's the best heavyweight in the world. He's fighting Usyk. Usyk isn't an easy win. Undefeated. One of the best fighters pound for pound in the world. I'm just saying, with Papachenko back in his corner, reminding him of the things that he stopped doing, all right? You get out of those great habits. I think it makes for a closer fight against Anthony AJ Joshua, and that's the Black Two Sugars. Biz, any plans on streaming the boxing Olympics? Yeah, I've been popping that off. I missed the first couple of days. Let me see if I can get back on schedule. That my plan is to shed light on the Olympics, boxing in the Olympics, because that's how we grew to know these guys when they became professionals coming out of the Olympics. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Sugar Ray Leonard, all those boys. AJ Key is to outbox. Let's see what you got to say. Usyk has good skill, but AJ is going to land. Big Usyk, okay, needs to be able to hurt AJ to get early respect, or man is going to get tough. Usyk I hope is if AJ gets tired. Well, his only hope is if AJ gets tired early. Well, here's the thing. Joseph Parker isn't known as a big puncher, and Joseph Parker didn't land that much on AJ. AJ just hated his hand speed. He didn't even have to hurt AJ for AJ to fight the way he was fighting. Everybody go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. He needs to make it an alley. No. What AJ needs to do is be athletic, if not more than Usyk. Do exactly what he's doing. Usyk, look, let me tell you something. The reason why Usyk can be successful as a heavyweight is because he's a big guy who can move. These heavyweights can't move, but AJ can. Hit the Tyson Bale. AJ can. So AJ has to give him those things that he's not used to. Bounce around, pop, use the jab, bam, bam, right hand, boom, and move. He'll mess around and knock Usyk out with one of those hard shots. He doesn't have to force it to knock him out. He could just throw it from the shoulders. Like my man said earlier, this is the heavyweight division. He could throw it from the shoulders and hurt Usyk stepping backwards or something. He's a big kid, 6'6". AJ's still one of the hardest punchers in the heavyweight division. The second hardest puncher in the whole damn division, right? So he could just throw him from the shoulders and hurt him. But bottom line, I think Usyk having Papachenko back in his corner is going to make him a difficult fight, a more difficult fight for AJ than without Papachenko, and that's the Black Two Sugars. Now, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao versus Errol the True Spence. You guys ready? Everybody hit the like button. AJ's chinny, let's not forget. AJ's chinny. Frankie Beans. I'm going to tell you something about AJ. Let's talk about AJ being chinny real quick. Let's talk about AJ being chinny real fast. AJ's stamina is questionable. Now? No, not anymore. Not when he stripped away all that big muscle. He looked good. He didn't look tired against Pulev. He didn't look tired against Andy Ruiz. That second fight looked good. I think everybody's still talking about y'all haven't watched AJ in a while. Y'all who last time y'all watched AJ was Andy Ruiz won, you don't notice the change. I noticed the change drastically. Yeah, the way he prepared, the way he's built. You know, he's more slim, right? He's not heavily muscle burning things out. He doesn't fight like a robot. He's more fluid in his motions. The stiffness is gone. Good, better head movement, ducking away from punches, pull counters. Y'all don't notice that stuff. But everybody else who does, that's not the same AJ. Look, let's talk about the chinny thing real quick. Usyk is going to have to drop him 1,000,000 times. We do know that. If Usyk hurts AJ, he's going to have to drop him a bunch of times because this is what we know about AJ. He gets up. Hit the tight. Nobody talks about that. AJ gets up. AJ gets up and he'll stop your ass. The only time he got up and didn't finish the fight was Andy Ruiz. He got dribbled off the canvas 1,000,000 times, right? AJ gets up. Usyk got to have the type of power to drop AJ and finish him. Let's see if he has that power. Let's see if he has that. Yeah, he got heart for sure. So look. Yeah, I must forgot AJ do get up, Biz. AJ gets up. That's the thing. And he got up against Klitschko, knocked his ass. He got wobbled, right, against Dillian Boy, and then knocked him out. You're gonna have to finish AJ, bro. So look, like Andy Ruiz did. So look, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. My allergies are killing me. I don't know why it's so bad right now. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Povetkin, same thing. Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach, they have a game plan against Errol the True Spence and exposed it. Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence, they have a game plan against, not Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao and Freddie Roach has a game plan against Errol Spence and exposed it in an article. Hey, Biz, will Pac be tested come fight night? Is it a long night for him? Your thoughts? Yeah. I've been saying Errol Spence gonna knock him out. He moved against Fat Ruiz. Didn't mean he's not stiff. You just brought up Ruiz. I'm just talking about the way he moves. How fat Ruiz is doesn't mean that I didn't visually see AJ moving differently. What are you talking about? AJ moving. I'm not talking about how fat Ruiz was. I'm talking about AJ moving. And then he fought again against Pulev, and he moved great there too. Why you just bring up Andy Ruiz? See, that's it. And I'm looking at his training videos. See, what happens with you guys is you just try to bring up one thing to drive a point. I'm looking for the truth. No need to try to take away from a fighter, all right, by bringing up a one-sided, ridiculous comment, right? Ruiz was fat. That means AJ wasn't moving. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life. Hit the Tyson bell. All right. We do something different in this community. We talk the real. So look, they said And it's so funny. This community is so smart. Because I heard you guys say this a million times, and I'm like, what? That's how my face looked too. They said they're going to fight Spence the way they fought Margarito. All of you guys have said, hey, it's like Margarito. I'm like, get that out of here. Spence is no Margarito. Margarito is no Spence. Spence is way different. He got way different layers than Antonio Margarito. Why are y'all comparing that? For what, community? Remember? Why are y'all comparing Margarito with Spence? They're totally different. They're not close to the same. You know what Freddie Roach said? We're going to prepare Manny Pacquiao to take on Spence the way we did Margarito. Hey, community. Spence is better than Margarito. Get out of here. Spence way better than Margarito. Margarito ain't even close. Bro, hold on. I remember you said that, Biz. Yeah. Biz, are you giving Manny Pac No Fear trunks in August 21? That got sold out, but I'm still trying to find it. It got sold out from the place I go to, but I can still look for it. Yeah, but I'm definitely giving away something extremely valuable for Manny Pacquiao. But let's talk about this. They said that they're going to use angles, short combinations, and not just move in and out, side to side, just like they did Margarito. Let me tell you this. Freddie Roach also said, now this is going to really make y'all think. Freddie Roach also said Manny Pacquiao can't get hit in this fight. He said Manny Pacquiao can't get hit often in this fight. He said, who knows best, you or Freddie? Right, Freddie does. He says Manny Pacquiao can't get hit often in this fight. Paying my respect, Biz. Thank you so much. I love that. He said he got to land his punches and get the hell out of Dodge. He said Manny Pacquiao got to land his punches and get the hell out of Dodge. Spence is slow. I don't think he's that slow. Everybody keeps saying he's slow. He's not that slow to me. I mean, nobody else. I mean, if he's slow, he's knocking everybody else, beating the hell out of everybody. I don't know. I mean, he caught up with Mikey Garcia for 12 straight rounds and didn't give up a round. So I don't know how slow he is. All right. But because even Freddie Roach believed Manny Pacquiao can't be absorbing those type of shots from Errol the Truth Spence. Here's my question to you. Does Manny Pacquiao have the youth, the legs, to be under that much pressure for 12 straight rounds? And oh, yes, community. Hold on. Oh, yes, community. It is pressure. When you got to get in and out and not get touched, it is pressure. Roy Jones Jr. beat the hell out of Ruiz. That fight was the most pressure fight he ever had. And that's the Black Two Sugars. He couldn't get touched against Ruiz. A new member, boy. Remember when he did? Remember when Roy Jones Jr. did? Pop. Remember that little dance he did? Floyd Mayweather didn't want to get touched by Canelo. That's a lot of pressure. Freddie Roach feels that Manny Pacquiao got to be in a longer training camp than he's used to being in. So they said his training camp is going to be longer. They started earlier. He also said that Manny Pacquiao is looking good. He's right on track. He did say that. Manny Pacquiao's been gassing out. Absolutely. Look, Freddie Roach said that he told Manny Pacquiao they had options. They had Mikey Garcia. They had all these options to take on. Hold on, let's see what Sadate says. That would be Pac's undoing. If they fight Spence like that, they better take the same energy plan as Marquez too. Oh, energy plan. Good point. Look, hit the like button. Yeah, everybody make sure you hit the like button. Let's get 1,000. We got 800 people in here now. So now it's going to get to 1,000 people. And that's only a half hour in. So we're doing a good job. At midpoint, we got almost 1,000 people. So everybody hit the like button. It's a beautiful day. Freddie Roach said that he wanted Mikey Garcia for Manny Pacquiao. Hold on one second. Roach exposed game plan against Hatton, said Ricky can't do anything about it anyway. Could be a mistake against EJ. No, I think they knew this anyway. That's why he exposed it. I knew that Manny Pacquiao was going to go in and out, side to side, show angles, do all that. I knew that. So I know Derrick James and them knew. The thing is, can he do it? Freddie Roach said he wanted Mikey Garcia. He thought that was a good fight for Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao's older. Mikey Garcia smaller. He not smaller than Manny, but he's a smaller guy. Freddie Roach said when Manny Pacquiao told him, hey, we got Errol Spence. Freddie Roach said when Manny Pacquiao told him that, he said, congratulations, you just picked the toughest fight. Wait a minute, community. Wait a minute, community. Hit the Tyson bell. You don't hear the sarcasm in that? Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. You just picked the toughest fight. We love you, Biz. Everyone get the likes up. Love you too, brother. Freddie Roach. You know what happens when you get older, right? You're like a big brother, kind of a father figure. You don't want to take the chances. When I read that Freddie Roach said, congratulations, you just picked the hardest fight. That sounds like Adrian. You can't win. Freddie Roach said that he was worried until he saw Manny Pacquiao and his progression. Now Freddie Roach is saying, oh, we can do this. He's hearing the Rocky music. Oh, we can do this. We can do this. I think that goes to how great Manny Pacquiao is. Not winning the fight, choosing the damn fight in the first place. That goes to how great Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao is. That Freddie Roach, who have watched this man do fantastic, legendary, iconic things for years, even he's shocked that Manny Pacquiao took Spence. Congratulations. You just took the hardest fight. That's what makes Manny Pacquiao Manny Pacquiao. The common sense thing to do for Manny Pacquiao was to take Ryan Garcia exhibition, Conor McGregor exhibition, Mikey Garcia. But taking on Errol Spence is why he's damn Manny Pacquiao. Hit the Tyson bell. Do you think Freddie seriously liked Pac's chances? I think now he does. He showed the progression. He showed, hey, I don't like this. I don't like this. He starts seeing him in camp. I think we could do this. He's been transparent the whole time. I understand Freddie Roach. I think that's about right. He's not going to say, man, he's going to lose, then get the hell out the camp. But I'm just saying, he's shown that, hey, look, I don't like this. I don't think we should do this. Oh, we got a shot. There are people who think Manny Pacquiao sees something in Errol Spence. Derrick James said it. Manny Pacquiao sees something in Errol Spence. Whatever he thinks he sees. Because he believes in Manny Pacquiao as a legend, as an experienced fighter. Derrick James said himself, it's his experience that's going to help him through this. He must see something in Manny, in Errol Spence. I beg to differ. Hold on. Props to Manny for even taking a damn fight. Win, lose, or lose. It shows the Conies on Manny, on Pacquiao and EJ Spence. Both of them. Good point. Roach must be smoking with Shannon Briggs. I beg to differ. I don't think Manny Pacquiao is taking on Errol Spence because he sees something. Manny Pacquiao signed up to fight Terrence Bud Crawford just a couple months ago. Manny Pacquiao ain't taking on Spence because he sees something. That Manny Pacquiao is just a gladiator, bruh. Period. Oh, he must have seen. No, I ain't seen shit. He's a gladiator. If he'll see something in Crawford too, if he studied him. He just, what? I'm about to fight. I'm about to fight with Terrence Crawford. All right. Y'all ain't signing y'all. Errol Spence. Pop, I'll see something later. I'm telling you, Manny Pacquiao, he signed first and saw something later. Hit the Tyson bell. He signed first and saw something later. Manny Pacquiao is insane. He's insane. That's just it. That little old man is crazy as hell. He should be sitting here with me with his feet up watching Netflix. And that's the Black Two Sugars. But you want to know why he's not doing that? He's not a civilian. He's not domesticated. He's an insane person who is wrapped in a shell of a cute smile and a suit. He's a maniac. Manny Pacquiao's a maniac. Just like every other fighter. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Joe Louis, George Foreman, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson. Everybody's going too long. Sugar Ray Leonard, the rest of them. He's insane. He fought Errol Spence because he's insane. Roach is clearly motivating him. It's not going to happen against Spence, though, in my humble opinion, Pac is a true warrior and wouldn't take exhibitions. Absolutely. And that's the Black Two Sugars, Sante. Manny is low-key, is cocky. Some people don't know that. Brother, I would keep saying that. ShowBizz and Netflix and chill. I keep saying that. Have you looked at Manny Pacquiao be cracking up when somebody say, I'm going to knock him out. He think that's the funniest shit he's ever heard. I'm going to knock him out. That's a cocky SOB. Cracking up. Smokers laughing. Cracking up. Cocky. Here's another thing, too. You can piss Manny Pacquiao off. You see him, he be rolling his neck. And though those eyebrows get more and more evil and horny. I mean, like horn. Like not horny. Like it gets more and more Mike Tyson. And you just start looking like he's crazy. And I said this many times. He is as cocky as Floyd Mayweather. I told y'all that. You want me to run through it again? Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao cut an album and sold it. Would he win a Grammy or something? This guy cut an album and sold it. Had the nerve to sing horribly. Made movies as a superhero. Wham, Pam, Bam, Pac's the man. Wham, Bam, Pac's the man. Pac's the man? This guy is a point guard, the starting point guard. He couldn't find a point guard better than him on a team he owned. The starting point. He couldn't find a point guard better than him. He owns the team and couldn't. Hey, I'll put on the jersey then, and I'll be the quarterback of the team. Brick, you gonna say something to Manny? He's very cocky. He makes Loma look like Gandhi. You ain't lying. And then runs for president. Hey, but I love them. I love them. You got to be cocky to be great. You got to be cocky to be great. And that's the black two sugars. And that's the black two sugars. You got to be cocky to be great. We all got to be cocky. Pause. To be great. Let's, from here on out, let's stick our chest out. Let's be like Manny Pacquiao from here on out. And that's the black two sugars. Now let's talk Terrence Bud Crawford. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button for me. We got 20 more minutes. Let's talk Terrence Bud Crawford. The Manny Pacquiao laugh. Let the light in. Be great. Oh, let's let the light in real quick. Tell your mother, tell your father, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your son, tell your daughter, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your aunt, tell your uncle, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell your grandmother, tell your grandfather, tell your best friend, tell your girlfriend, tell your boyfriend, tell your side piece. If they're right next to you, you tell them. No, if they're far away from you, you text them. They're no longer here anymore. You look at the sky and say, I love you. Hit the Tyson bell. Now, look, everybody hit the like button. Let's move on to Terrence Bud Crawford versus Showtime Shawn Porter, November, pay-per-view. What do you guys think about that? Bob Arum. This fight ain't going to purse bid. Top ranked PBC. We're going to share it, co-promote it. October, not a good look. Forget October 23rd, all that. We're going to do November. Go to busr.com/showbiz. Place bill on your favorite fights. We're going to do November. Bob Arum. He said that he thinks the fight is pay-per-view. Maybe so. Maybe so. What do y'all think about that? Is that official? They're officially working on November. You think it's pay-per-view? Yes. I think it can. Somebody said they don't want to see Bud catching COVID. Oh. I'll buy it for sure. A damn good fight. Pay-per-view. I'll buy it. I'm going to pay for it, Biz. Frankie Beans. Let me ask you this. Are more casuals familiar with Terrence Crawford's face or Porter's face? Porter's face. Porter's face. Porter because of the Errol fight. Porter's face. Porter because of the Errol fight. Yeah. And Porter is on Showtime all the time discussing weigh-ins, the fights, giving his analysis, everything. When you're on a panel like that and you're at every fight, this guy is literally at every fight. Every PBC, yeah. You see Porter. I know I see Porter more than I see Crawford. He has his own podcast. Everybody hit the like button. 900 people in here. Great. Almost 1,000 people in here. Porter's everywhere. I see Porter more than I see Crawford. You can't tell me you see Crawford more than you see Porter. Tell me that right now. Everybody who's saying cap. Tell me you see Crawford more than you see Porter. Lie to me right now. Say I see Crawford more. Lie. Lie right now. Don't just say cap because you're a fan. Lie right now. There's a lot of sewer water fans here. That don't mean Porter bigger than Crawford. Who said? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I didn't say that yet. I didn't say that Porter is bigger than Crawford. I said, who face do you see more? What are you doing? Because here's my point. My point is this. You have Crawford, who is a better fighter, a greater fighter than Porter. And then you have Porter's face, who is recognizable. More recognizable than Crawford. That's a pay-per-view fight, man. I was wondering last week, can it hold its own? Maybe it'd be smarter to put it on the same card as Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Can it hold its own? Probably can, bro. As a pay-per-view fight. Probably can. That's the only point I want to make. You hear about Crawford more. Do you? Who does? Casuals? They hear about Crawford more? I know you see Porter more, and that's way more effective. That's way more effective. I don't know who's talking about Crawford. Okay? I'm talking about casuals. You see Porter. That's more effective. Hit the Tyson bell. And my thing is this. For that fight, we got to do ShowBizz the advice now. But here's my thing about that fight. I understand what y'all saying when y'all say that Crawford is a better fighter. Somebody just said earlier, if Terrence Bud Crawford were to beat Showtime Sean Porter, will he be back at #1 pound for pound in the world? The answer to that is no. The answer to that is no. But it would help justify that he is the most skilled fighter in the world. But if Canelo Alvarez fight Caleb Plant becomes undisputed, all right, Canelo Alvarez still holds on to the #1 spot. Better dresser, Sean Porter or Butch Lewis. Ha! Butch Lewis, no shirt and all. That's one thing about Porter, boy. He can't dress. Casuals never see Bud. No. Casuals don't see Bud. But I know what you guys saying with, hold on, Jay Cooley. No war room without me. Damn. Sewer water. Let me tell you something about what you guys been saying. And I've been reading the comments. Everybody, please hit the like button. How Terrence Bud Crawford is a better fighter, so he's going to beat the hell out of Showtime Sean Porter with his slickness and stuff like that. I keep telling you guys, Crawford is not as slick as y'all think. Crawford is a mean warrior. Crawford is slick, but he's a fighter first. He reminds me very much of the mentality of Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns could have easily used his height and his reach to just outbox people, okay, and his legs. But Tommy Hearns always sat in the fire and threw heat. That's how he got dropped. That's how he had exciting fights. He always sat in the fire. If you remember Tommy Hearns, he'll throw the jab, pop, pop, dance around. Then his legs were open like a streetwalker. I'm sorry, Mom. Mom, it's the allergies got me loopy. I'm sorry, Mom. Hold on, let me get some too, sugar. But his legs were open wide. All right, this show is about to go on. Oh man, his legs were open. He'll get a wide stance. He'll get a wide stance, and he'll start letting his hands go. Bam, 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 bam. Curl curl popping like Soul Glow. Pow, 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 just curl. I guess what I'm saying is this. You know what? Let's do showbiz advice, dog. Let's do showbiz advice, dog. Because I think I'm losing that one, dog. Thomas gives Hitman Hearns. I think let's do something else. All right, y'all ready for showbiz advice? Oh my goodness. Let's do something else, dog. Let's do something else. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to drop that one. Let's do something else, dog. All right, y'all ready for showbiz advice? Y'all ready? Let me get some black 2 sugars. Oh my God. Hearts was doing that hammer. Hearns. You talking about the typewriter? Oh my goodness. Come on, Biz. You on black 2 sugars or crack 2 boogers? All right. Oh my God, very funny. Brain. Oh yes, that's very funny. You know, my mother was a streetwalker. Come on, babe. All right. Showbiz advice. Let's go. Showbiz quit on the stool. I had to let that go, BK, because I'm not. It wasn't clean anymore. It's just I got the allergy medicine. I need to go to bed, but I'm about to go to the weight room. Maybe I should go to bed, then the weight room. All right. So look. Here we go. Hey, what's good, showbiz? I'm a huge fan of you, and you're a very inspirational person and influencer. Thank you. I need advice, and it's not about a girl. Oh, God. Thank you. Thank you. I need advice, and it's not about a girl. LOL, I promise. Just in life. Let's go. Here we go. I've never had to work for a damn thing in my life. Well, good for you. I grew up in a humble home, but never had the struggles of a humble upbringing. Now I'm hating. All right. So I mean, what is this? What is this? What is this? Just going to be all up in our face. Look at the war room. The war room is like, bruh. You know this is a boxing community, right? We're all poor. Look at the war room. Broke as a joke. That's why we love boxing. Broke as hell. And you over here. All right, here we go. My mom sacrificed so much for me and my dad. My mom sacrificed so much for me and my dad. Oh, for me. And my dad did so much for us. My bad. To have a good life. I'm about to say, brother. Okay. And now we're living comfortably. Brother, you did it. You won. You won. What are you? All right. School came easy. Bro, I'm done. What is this? This ain't advice. What? School came easy for me, but it reached a point where I stopped trying and started failing. Oh. I would push myself to barely pass my classes so that my parents ain't that disappointed. But inherently, I'm a lazy bum. Brother. Good. No advice about a girl. Starting to think you were becoming a pimp biz. You said, oh, pimp biz the adult. He said, because mom adopt me. Wait, what did he say? But inherently, I'm a lazy bum. Inherently. I'm a lazy bum. Damn. And I'm obese. I'm sorry. And I'm an obese MF too. You can't. Look, man, the only reason I laugh, I'm not laughing at your obesity, like your condition. It's just, you said I'm inherently a lazy bum and I'm obese. It's kind of that. I mean, you dissed yourself so harshly that it was kind of funny. All right, so here we go. Now I'm an adult trying to comprehend what a decent work ethic is. You're trying to comprehend it. Okay. I can work my ass off for a month and be a bum for the next 3. It's almost like I'm running out of work ethic juice. All right, man. All right, man. Cry me a damn river, bro. Cry me a river, bro. Cry me a river. Hit the Tyson bell. I mean, see, before I finish reading this, I want to say something to you. Bro. You're sitting on your ass becoming obese, or you are. All right, you sat your way to fat. Fine. You sat to fat because you perceived that as easy. Oh, I'm going to sit down. It's easy. Bruh, it's harder to sit your ass down. Hold on, wait a minute. Dude said I'm rich and lazy. Please help. Right. Look, cry me a river, bruh. Let me tell you something. You sat to fat. And you're saying like it was an easier thing to do. I'm going to tell everybody in the war room. It's harder to do. To be lazy and sit down is ultimately harder to do. To work a little bit, to have a little discomfort, that discomfort is momentary. What you did is harder. That's why you're writing and asking for advice, talking about how you're a lazy bum. Because it's harder to sit your ass down. I'm going to tell you something. It's easier to win. I'm having a ball. Winning is easier. I promise you. Hitting the gym is easier. It makes life easier. You just made life hard for yourself. Egg body form. You're making life hard for yourself, perceiving sitting your ass down as easy. That's hard. Hold on. I'm sorry. Where we at? I try to fix my problem by enrolling in a boxing gym. Good for you. With a personal trainer. I went there 4 days a week from 10 to 11 a.m. and I worked my ass off. Lost a lot of pounds. Dieted and I was very active. Okay, but still didn't get to a healthy weight. I stopped going there after a few things happened and I'm back in a slump. I just need advice to how people keep going. How do you develop a good work ethic? What keeps you on your grind, Biz? Because what you're doing is very inspirational. Thank you. Shout out to the community and shout out to you, Biz, ShowBizz. Don't pull no punches. Of course not. All right, hold on. Obesity has defeated you. Listen, I got one better for him. So stop. Listen. Consistency. Y'all funny. Consistency. So he asked me, I just need advice. How do you develop a good work ethic? I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You'll do, yeah. I'm gonna tell you this, brother. From me to you. What you asking me for? What you asking me for? You told me your mom sacrificed and your dad sacrificed for you. What you asking a damn stranger for? Your big inspiration is your parents. They're sitting right there sharing the DNA. You are them. They are you. You can look at yourself. Go to your parents. They know what a good work ethic. You can't listen to your parents. They're more like you than me. I'm a damn stranger. Why? Because you see me on TV? You know me? I'm no better inspiration than them. They're right next door. They're a phone call away. We let the light in every day. You don't listen? I love you. You don't listen? What do you think I say that shit for? What you asking me for? Hold on real quick. I gained 100 pounds after I stopped playing football. It took me a year to get back in shape. It just takes time. Life is long, and you don't have to lose it in a day. One little point of advice from me would be a journey. This takes one step at a time. Trying to do it all or learn it all at once makes it harder. Facts. Let me tell you something. God damn, tell them. Motivate through the hate. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you this before I go. You want to hear what motivates me? Because I'm not you. But you want to hear what motivates me? I'm going to tell you what motivates me, okay? Number one, like I said, it's harder to sit down than to do something to make your life easier. I worked so hard my entire life, so now I can hit record on a camera, have a good I am living the dream now. This ain't hard. It's easy now because I worked so hard. I'm not complacent. I'm always thinking about the next thing, because once I get comfortable, that's not a good place to be. I just told you about comfort. I'm always thinking, y'all seen my channel for 3 years. I went from the green screen. I went from in front of my fireplace. I went from my car. Now I got this. It's going to be something else soon. I hate complacency. That's harder for me. But I'm going to tell you two things that motivates me. Two things. Fear and love. Somebody said that life was long. For me, life is short as hell. I woke up and I was 40. Hit the Tyson bell. I was 7 years old, went to sleep, woke up, I'm 40. I'm afraid of time more than anything. I got to move. I got to make it happen. I ain't got that much time. I got to enjoy my life and cement my legacy. I ain't got that kind of time. Love. I love my kids. I want to do for my kids what your parents did for you. Gave you the choice to chill. My mom, who watches me every day. My mom, she ain't getting no younger. She's getting older. And I want to make sure she's reminded every day, Mom, you did the right thing. Every choice you made was the correct one, Mom, because I'm sitting right here shining. Every sacrifice you made, everything you did with me was the right thing, Mama. I love you. Every day you're reminded of that. I'm going to make sure of it. If you're not walking with that type of passion in your life, the pilot light is out, bro. But if I can't light that pilot, your parents sure will, because they're you. That's all I got to say about that, man. ShowBizz, the adult. Hey, look, thank you, everybody, for showing up. I need 5 hours a day. That's my grind. You ain't lying. Thank you very much for showing up. We're going to have another ShowBizz, the morning podcast tomorrow. Real talk biz. Much love to you guys. Everybody hit the like button before you leave. You did good, Mama Biz. Absolutely. I'm out.